Oh hello, this is Tak Chung from Walk with Tak. The goal of my YouTube channel is to make home cooking practical, efficient, and creative so you can make it a viable alternative to fast and ultra-processed food, and without affecting your current lifestyle. I believe this is the only way that you can make home cooking sustainable. I don't think it's necessary for me to make any argument to convince people that home cooking is probably the best way to eat. It's the only way for you to control the amount of calories you consume. And it is well known through research that for people who do home cooking, they will consume about 25% less calories if they resorted to eat out or eat fast and ultra-processed food. However, home cooking has to taste good, otherwise people will not keep cooking. And in this video, I'm going to try to demonstrate how you can cook for yourself as well as cook the food that you love and enjoy. This video is an example of how I achieved this goal. This dish only takes about 6 to 7 minutes to cook, but it's something that we really enjoy. Now the dish is started with shrimp. I use a special type of shrimp, which because I cook for myself, I can choose the shrimp that I want. This is a jumbo shrimp, and it is expensive, but still it's much cheaper than if you would go eat out. And furthermore, because I know when it is on sale, I actually are able to save money on it. In fact, this shrimp only costs about $7 a pound. And for jumbo shrimp, it is not bad at all. But the best part is that I can cook the shrimp exactly the way how I like it. And also, it is efficient. So I'm going to first coat the shrimp with my basic seasoning mix. The basic seasoning mix is intended to enhance the natural flavor of the shrimp rather than overwhelm it. And then I also coat the shrimp with a thin layer of cornstarch. Now this will give the shrimp a very light breading. Now everybody likes food that are fried, and particularly with a breading, but a lot of time if you eat out, the breading are very heavy, and sometimes you wonder, is it more breading or is it more shrimp? But this case, you know exactly how much breading you want to use, and you can control the amount exactly how you like it. Now with practice, with experimentation, you will soon quickly find the best type of shrimp as well as the best type of breading that you want to use. Now in this case, I use cornstarch, and together with my Walk with Tak basic seasoning mix, it creates the exact texture as well as the flavor that I enjoy. So home cooking provides you with an opportunity to tailor the food exactly how you like it. And I call this approach flavor chasing, which is one of the attributes of my fast cooking system, which stands for flavor chasing, advanced prepping, stir frying, and template-based cooking. When you combine all of these 4 components together, you can cook delicious meal in less than 30 minutes, all from scratch using all fresh ingredients. For me, as well as for many people, efficiency in home cooking is truly the deal breaker. Now, if you can cook a meal from scratch in less than 30 minutes, you probably will more likely to do it. However, if it takes you longer than that, you will find it is impossible for you to fit it into your current lifestyle. And the reason is that we have been eating fast and processed food. And fast and processed food normally take less than 30 minutes. And consequently, your expectation is that whatever cooking that you're going to do should fit this time frame, because you have other things that you want to do, because you have already committed the time. And I call this the convenience trap, that we are being trapped by the convenience of fast and ultra-processed food. And that's why it is very difficult for people to go to home cooking, because traditional home cooking takes about 1 to 2 hours. And the reason for the fast cooking system is because of its efficiency. Now this dish is a prime example of this efficiency that still allows you to create dish with complexity all from scratch using all fresh ingredients. So in this case, the first step I'm going to do is that I'm going to fry the shrimp. It basically is a pan frying technique, and I call it shallow frying because it's very similar to deep frying. I still coat the food ingredients with a breading, but instead of frying in a lot of oil, I only fry in a thin layer of oil. And the difference is that I will have to turn the food ingredients over after frying it on one side. And this is why I call it shallow frying. And the end result is that you can use much less cooking oil, and consequently it is healthier for you. But with shrimp, as you can see, it takes very little time to achieve the texture that I want. And since the breading is very thin, the heat penetrated readily. And because I have cooked the shrimp with the basic seasoning mix, it creates a nice charring on the surface of the shrimp. So okay, while the shrimp is being fried at the side, I'm going to add some mushroom to the wok. I'm going to start out adding some portobello mushroom. Again, this mushroom that I already have in my advanced prepping, so it's just easy. All I have to do is get it out from the refrigerator. But on that day, I also have some white mushroom. Now the white mushroom and the portobello mushroom has a slightly different texture, and they also have slightly different flavor, so it'll be interesting to combine them together. Now adding the mushroom is a strategy that I take specifically for convenience as well as efficiency, because mushroom cooks very quickly. So while the shrimp is being cooked the other side, I already add the mushroom, and just a short amount of time, I'm going to stir fry everything together. Now, as you notice that the bottom of the wok has almost no cooking oil left. And this is also a strategy because the mushroom absorbs cooking oil readily. So this actually will get the dish with less oily, but the oil infiltrated in the mushroom make the mushroom taste great. Now the next ingredients I'm going to add is also a strategy for efficiency. I'm going to add some asparagus. Again, this asparagus has been prepped in advance, so I already have it in the refrigerator. So everything I'm going to cook, every ingredients that I'm going to use are all for the sake of efficiency, but it do not actually take away any in terms of the flavor of the dish. Mushrooms are fresh, the portobello and the white mushroom provide great flavor and texture, and the asparagus also fresh. So you have all fresh ingredients, but you can cook this in a matter of minutes. Okay, by now the dish is done. All I have to do is season it. Now the seasoning of the dish is also designed for efficiency. I'm going to use mainly oyster sauce. Oyster sauce go very well because of its general nature, that it fits almost most of the dishes that you cook. And besides, I really like oyster sauce. So for me, this is a very simple and convenient decision. And in this case, you don't have to worry about making up your sauces, but you can further modify the sauces. In this case, I'm going to add some Panda Express orange sauce. Now, the Panda Express orange sauce will give the dish a slight sweet and sour flavor. And together with the oyster sauce, it makes a perfect combination. Last but not the least, I'm going to add some gourmet cherry tomatoes. These cherry tomatoes are with different type of color. I'm not going to cut them apart. I'm going to just put them directly as it is, and I'm going to add toward the end in cooking this dish. This gives the cherry tomatoes great flavor when you bite into it, but at the same time, it provides an excellent visual presentation. Okay, the dish is done. As you can see, the total cook time of this dish is only about 5 to 6 minutes. And because of the way how I cook it, I not only give the shrimp great flavor, but because of the mushroom that I choose to use, how quickly they can be cooked. And also, the asparagus is very fast to cook. And all of them can be cooked in such a way that I still able to maintain their natural flavor. And I cook them to the texture that I want to, their nice, fresh texture. I do not overcook them. And this is what makes home cooking such a creative as well as satisfying experience, because using my fast cooking system, you have the ability to control many aspects of how you cook your dish. So this dish for 6-7 minutes, it is a wonderful dish. In fact, if you go to a restaurant, this will consider to be a high-end dish with extra large jumbo shrimp, fresh asparagus, fresh mushrooms, and finally, I'm going to garnish the dish with some scallions. Scallions is great. They add not only visual appeal, but it also provides a dish a really nice fresh onion flavor. I think no one will argue against the efficiency of home cooking, because only through efficiency you will be able to cook with the amount of time that's available to you. And most people have told me that they probably will not have more than 30 minutes to cook a meal. And in this case, the traditional home cooking just will not work. But use my fast cooking system, you are able to achieve this through the efficiency of the cooking system, and also able to achieve the flavor that you love and enjoy by choosing the right ingredients. I post a video each day to help you to make home cooking as part of your daily routine, so you can use home cooking as a viable alternative to fast and ultra-processed food. If you want to learn more about my fast cooking system, please subscribe to this YouTube channel. So keep on cooking. I will see you tomorrow.